Coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Lift every voice and sing till the heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stormy the road we trod, bitter the chase we run, counting the days when hope unborn and died. Yet with a steady beat and a weary feet, come to the place for which our parents sighed. We have come over the way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading on path through the blood of the stallion. Now from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is danced. While the weary years on our silent tears, now you has known us the star. Now who has by led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Let's stop.
2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones,
I'm Tony, the number one soul brother.
and this is HVP. Now, it's a lot going on. We got people voting, and it's over. At this point in time, we got winners in New Hampshire. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yep.
And it's gonna play the way we play. You know what I'm saying, dog? And the Black National Anthem is what you just heard. We're gonna discuss that a little bit too. You know what I'm saying, dog? Black. Politics from the hood point of view. What's going on with you, number one soul brother?
Everybody think about the motherfucking right thing going on with me. I know it's election night, but
Election
fuck them
night.
motherfuckers. I'm
Election night. Oh, we gotta talk about the Black National Anthem before we go before our tops bust off.
We'll go ahead and talk about that. Then we get into
We gotta discuss that the Super Bowl's coming up, and everybody's used to singing the national anthem. We appreciate y'all. Tell the Kaepernick to kneel the fuck down. We feel y'all on that. Okay, cool. Guess what? The black national anthem. I dare your bitch ass not to. I dare you stay your bitch ass up and listen to the black national. You said it, Kaepernick. Don't kneel down. You said it. Not doing no national anthem. You said that right. The black one is about to be spewed out. I dare one of you, either one of you crowds, to move, budge, do anything while we singing this. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you think? No one soul, brother.
I mean, they already bitching about it. Shit, they bitched about it when it was done last year.
Oh yeah, the Magas. Oh yeah, they about to have a fucking fit.
Yeah, they had one last year when Cheryl Lee Ralph sung it.
Super Bowl.
So
For anybody has
what's
don't
the fucking problem?
know what's going on.
I mean, what's the
Super
fucking
Bowl this
problem?
year
The NFL motherfucking 90% black anyway.
is gonna be singing the black national anthem, baby. Now, this is in 1900 when this shit started. Okay, y'all fools out there. You know what I'm saying? The black. It was written. It was first written as a poem by NAACP leader James Weldon Johnson. He got my last name too. You know what I'm saying? Family name. In 1900. Wow. Now remember, this is supposed to be just a poem. You know what I'm saying, dog? It wasn't nothing supposed to be no anthem. You know what I'm saying? He's just writing a poem as a black man. And it turned into our anthem. Now, I dare you. And when it's Super Bowl time, I dare you. I don't care fuck who playing. I dare anybody to fucking, well, what they ain't want Kaepernick to do? Kneel down or something? Okay, I don't want nobody move. I don't want nobody kneel, stand up, nothing. Put your heart over this chest and relax while the black anthem is being sung. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Jeff? What you think?
Hey, fuck the lead 90% black. You should sing it.
But it's bigger than that. When the national Trump was running for president, when the national anthem, when Colin Kaepernick sat his ass on his knee, he said it's for police brutality. That's up for debate. But when he put his ass on his knee, Trump made this a thing. You can't move through the anthem. Why you doing your knee? That's disrespectful. So guess what? Keep that same energy, my boys. When we sing the black national anthem, I dare you to move. I love it though, bro. I love it. You heard it at the beginning of this too. The black national anthem. Go ahead, no more soul, brother.
Whoever sing it, sing that shit. That's all I got to say. Sing it. I mean, they gonna bitch it. They bitching about it already. They bitched about it last year. They gonna bitch about it even more this year. Anything that ain't of them, ain't from them, they don't get wet. You know. When the motherfucker good God, when the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner was written and performed, that was written and performed without black people in mind, without any other people in mind, because it had to been changed. You had to take out references of slavery and all this other shit that was taken out of it over the years. So that wasn't intended for us. It wasn't written for us. But you got a league that's 90% black with a huge black audience. Why not? I mean, what's the problem, Maga? I mean, come on.
I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I dare somebody move, budge, anything in that fucking crowd.
I mean, we know the history of the
Even though you bitched, moaned, and had a fucking fit when Kaepernick put on his knee. When he sat on his knee. So I don't want to see y'all move. Don't move. Don't do nothing. Show respect. Bitch. Show respect. Now, we all know now that the race is running. Now, tell me what you think about the results. No one soul, brother. What you think? What you feeling?
It's to be expected. Trump was going to win. Nikki Haley performed better than what she thought. That's because she had all the Trump protest votes. A lot of people said they voted for her as to basically as a protest vote against Trump. So she got that. She finished closer than they thought. Marjorie Taylor Greene having a fit, talking about this fake news that she got as many votes as she did and whatever. But this is not the race that's going to tell the tale. Trump was expected to win. Now Nikki Haley's the only one left. If she loses in her home state of South Carolina, in my opinion, it's over, and that's the next contest. If she can't win her home state in the motherfucking primary, and she's talking about she's gonna stay into Super Tuesday, why? You done, you know? And the rest of them, the DeSantis's, the Tim Scott,
Sanchez dropped out.
he dropped out. All these motherfuckers drop out and immediately endorse Trump. If that was the fucking case, what the fuck was you running for?
Tim Scott endorsed Trump.
Right, and he bucking for vice president. Okay, y'all motherfuckers. So all y'all ran. Let this man get away with saying whatever he wanted to say, doing whatever he wanted to do, talk about y'all any way he wanted to talk about y'all. Y'all did nothing. Nobody but Chris Christie did nothing about it. All y'all kissed it and then kissed this man's ass to try to be vice president or get a cabinet position. Nikki Haley ain't say shit about Trump till she the only one left. Now all of a sudden she want to go hard against Trump. You should have been going hard against Trump from the beginning. Now y'all kissing this man's ass for what? For a cabinet position? For be vice? I got news for you. Any cabinet position or any position you get in a Trump administration don't mean shit, because you don't have no power, you don't have no say so, your opinion, your experience, what you know don't mean shit.
So let me ask you this. At the beginning, I knew Tim Scott was a threat to be vice president, right? Do you think between him and Nikki Haley, which one of them would be a more threat to the Democratic Party?
That's a good question, because I don't think she a threat because she phony as shit. She gets out there and lie too. And she lies or flip-flops on a lot of the issues. I don't think he's much of a threat because he will get exposed as being what he is, a house Negro. So, as far as either one of them being a threat, what are they doing? How would they be a threat? Their policy, they just like Trump, they don't have no policies. They don't stand for nothing. If they stand for anything, they stand for whatever Trump stands for, or whatever they secretly stand on. They hiding in that because they're scared of Trump. So why would you want somebody like that in the White House? So I don't know which one would be more of a threat, because I don't think neither one of them is.
Okay, you gotta look at it from the public standpoint, right? So if he run Nikki Haley, that's women votes being threatened. He's gonna have a woman going against a woman. She's not just a regular white woman. She got some Indian in her or some shit. So she can play the minority too, along with
she can try
with the vice president.
But
so that cancels out. So either one of these picks will cancel out the minority thing. Hold on. If you pick Tim Scott, that cancels out the minority.
Nope.
If he pick Nikki Haley, that cancels out the minority, because she a minority and she a woman. So that cancels out both of them.
So you just saying.
So now we're going to depend on who the debates itself.
So now you just saying. Now what you're saying, it sounds like you're saying is minority is going to vote for a minority just because it's a minority.
Trump is going to pick somebody. He calculating. He's a calculating fool. He don't give a fuck who his vice president is. He want to win. So to him, he trying to pick a vice president and get him votes. Now, if you pick Nikki Haley, that threatens women votes for Biden. If he picks Scott, that threatens black votes for Biden. So he does have an avenue. If either one of these, they threaten the party. Now, in the debates, vice president debates, I'm thinking Tim Scott is more of a threat in that debate than Nikki Haley. That's my point right there. Because Nikki Haley is a woman going up against a woman, but you have one that's already a vice president, already got the umph. You know what I'm saying? But if you have Tim Scott there with the cotton to the Congress thing right in front of her, that's more impelling than her story. You gotta agree on that.
Nope.
What you mean?
I mean,
she have a story, but his black story is different, is just as unique.
But this is the problem.
So therefore, it's going to have a combination of unique story of a black person and unique story of a black person. Okay. They're going to combat.
Okay.
So it's no, you know what I'm saying?
I see where you coming from, but see, this is the issue. My issue. Outside of people who know politics, Tim Scott is not known in the black community, where he could come in and siphon that many votes away from Biden and Kamala Harris, who is known and popular and is out in the black community. That's not going to happen. He can't just show up and talk about I came out the cotton fields and now I'm in Congress. When you got this black woman, who is out. She is out championing black issues in the black community. He can't do that. He's not going to show up and do that. Second,
excuse me. Hey, it's Kunta Kinte.
I'm going to allow that. As far as Nikki Haley go, yes, Nikki Haley is a woman, but women are very educated voters, and Nikki Haley does not stand on or for the things that women stand for. When it comes out that Nikki Haley is a pro-lifer who supports an abortion ban with no exceptions or very few exceptions, women ain't going in that direction. If she don't stand, if she can't come out and stand up, especially stand up against a misogynist Republican Party and stand on women's rights, women's right to control their bodies, women's rights, women's health care, and so on and so forth, she can't take women. And the things that both of them need to do, Kamala Harris is already out in the community, not only the black community, she's out in women's communities. She's out everywhere championing these causes. Kamala Harris is the face of the abortion issue in the motherfucking Biden campaign. So Nikki Haley is a pro-lifer who's anti-abortion with no exceptions or very few exceptions, and you going out here against a woman who's Kamala Harris, who's championing these causes. You might get a few. They'll get the Republican votes, but you need more than Republicans.
Do you?
Hell yeah! If you're gonna win a general.
So, all right, Obama wins women, I think 60-40, right? He wins African Americans by 90-some plus percent, right? After all that, he still won by only 5 million votes against Romney. So it was still close. So therefore, everything we just named, let's say Nikki, let's say
that part of the difference was.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let's say Nikki Haley is the nominee. Do you think she can change the margins a little bit on women's votes? It's going to be a fraction that's going to flow just because you have a woman there. Then if she's talking where she's not crazy like him, that'll help too. Just by her being there.
But the difference is she can't win independence. Republicans can't win independence, especially on social issues. when you get to social issues such as abortion, and then you get these anti-woke, especially the anti-woke wing of the Republican Party, they cannot win independents. You can get some that don't give a fuck, but you ain't gonna get enough. The independence is what's going swing the election, because the Democrats got the left, Republicans got the right, but who got the middle?
It's the margins. Like if you win women, okay, how much you win them by is the key. So now if he got Shorty here, that's gonna peel off some women, period, that feel like, okay, I'm more comfortable with her since she's there with Trump. The ones that's real close, I don't know if Trump or Biden. I'm not sure, right? If he puts Shorty there, it makes them be like, all right, now, okay, I'm cool now, because if she don't bumble and fumble things, if she come out, articulate and say shit and don't seem as crazy as him, that will make women be like, all right, now I'm more comfortable because I don't want to vote for Biden. Simple as that. These are things that make people comfortable. If we do Tim Scott, there's plenty of black people that's out there delusional, period. Right now as we speak. If you put a black person on a ticket with Trump that already that's delusional, and then that black man is speaking, telling you as the black culture, hold on. If that black man is telling you as the black culture, hey, he okay, I'm on a ticket with him, that's going to peel some black people, whether you like it or not. These are percentages.
Okay.
That's what counts.
Let me ask you now, as far as black people go, you put Tim Scott up against Kamala Harris in the vice president. They'll be the vice president nominees if he picks Scott. How you think just as many black people know Tim Scott as they do know Kamala Harris? It's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant because
that's irrelevant.
That's name recognition.
Once the debates, listen to me. All that recognition shit goes out the fucking window once debates start and that shit on TV for everybody to watch and see.
No, it doesn't.
For people that don't follow politics, don't give a fuck about politics, they watch debates. Mm-hmm. And that's where they get their impressions from. You got two black people there, so it cancels out. Once they tune into this shit.
You got a black man.
And once he say his grandfather was a fucking slave,
I don't give a fuck what
you tripping, bro.
Once you got a black man running around cooning with a known fucking racist, it's not going to happen.
We get that, but it's already some black. Can we agree that it's already some delusional black people now that defend Trump?
Yes, it is.
Or on the borderline for defending Trump. If you put a black person there, that makes them more comfortable to say, okay, I'm with Trump now.
Look,
easy.
If Tim Scott could even get black people in his own fucking party, he was one of the first ones to drop out.
We ain't talking about Republicans right now.
But if for him, how can he, if he cannot win over Republican black people, how the fuck can he win?
Trump got the Republican vote sold up. Don't worry about that.
I don't care. But
he's not even bringing black votes. He just there to peel them off. That's it.
He can't peel off.
He's not there to win the black vote.
Peel that many.
He can peel some shit off, bro.
No,
just by being there.
No.
And then when he tell his story,
so you just, I ain't gonna say.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Stupid and
stay with me. Stay with me. Once they hit the national scene when it's debate time, all you see now is Trump and a black man, Biden and a black woman. Right or wrong? These are more people tuning in now that's not political, bro. That's going to vote. And this is when they tune in. Right. This is all they see. Period.
And on the issues, he cannot beat Kamala Harris in a debate.
Yeah. But once he's vice president, his story is told, bro.
And her story's being told too.
Her story already been told.
And she's out there doing work.
Her story was been told before.
Look,
his story hasn't been told.
His story is being told while he's out there cooning with a racist.
That's not enough. You don't understand.
The story is not going to add up. If a person is thinking, oh, you talk about you was born, your people was a slave, and you was motherfucking went from the cotton fields to Congress, but you out here cooning with a known fucking racist. Are you crazy? And you got this woman who's not only out here, who's not only up on the issues, she's out here in the community with the people. He can't beat that. because he has to go with. You cannot just jump up and say, "I'm in the race. I used to be in the cotton field. Now I'm in Congress. Vote for me." When you got somebody, when you ain't going to where she going to fight for the votes that you want.
All right, so you got to understand something here. There's a few kind of voters. There's voters like me and you that's informed all the way through years, not just when it's time for cycles. It's voters that tunes in when the debates start. And that's more than me and you. More than the people that's tuned in are people that just casually tune in now to figure out who they voting for. It's more of them. Once you figure that out, it doesn't matter about us that know politics. It's the people that tunes in late to this shit. It's more of them. And all those people look at things as of now. What we looking at now? You're going to see Trump with a black man. Okay, my man at work always been talking about Trump ain't a racist. Damn, he do have a black man on his ticket. That's how it looks, whether you like it or not. Then they're going to listen to him. This black man going to sit in front of this black lady. Hold on. Go ahead. He going to sit in front of this black lady and say his story. That's when it's nationally. Everybody will hear him say his grandfather was a fucking slave, bruh. Whether you like that or not, and he picked cotton. And he in the fucking Congress now. Whether you like that or not, that's going to hit home on a national stage, my boy. And whether you like that or not, it's going to hit home with a lot of black people. Period. It's going to pill off some of them that's already don't fuck with Biden, bruh. Whether you like that or not.
Okay.
And these are people just tuning in. Me and you are informed. Me and you are trying to inform people. But those are not the people that's voting, whether you like it or not.
You're not going to tell me that he just going to jump out there with some story, some bullshit story, and you got.
Huh?
Hold on, wait a minute.
What's the bullshit story though? First,
this bullshit story about going from the cotton field.
Wait. His folks was a slave.
Okay,
what are we talking about right now?
Wasn't a slave.
He in this. Wait, no. We're not gonna do that. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that.
Who black in this country?
His grandfather was a slave.
Okay,
direct grandfather was a slave. Hold on. His direct grandfather was a slave. He is now in Congress. That's not normal. So stop that.
You got he's going up against
a black woman that's mixed with Chinese.
We ain't even
not no slave owners in her history, bro.
I'm not even motherfucking going to her yet. Him and Trump are going up.
Them two vice presidents are going against each other. That's who we talking about.
President,
black man against her. It's Trump and Biden is not going to be in this picture.
A little, who's not doing a little, but does a lot towards black people. You got this man Biden who put more black women on the bench than anybody.
We talking about two people that's going to be talking face to face. Biden is not going to be there.
Hold on. When you get to the fucking debates, what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden has done, their record speaks for itself. And the record is going to tell a tale. Tim Scott got to come out and defend the dumb shit that Trump do and the dumb shit that he done said and did. When you sit there and go against where they be like, hold on, the Biden administration, we done put more black women in judgeships than anything. The black unemployment rate is at an all-time low. And all this, these are facts coming out. And then how can he counter that? He can't just say, if the moderator said, Tim Scott, under the Biden-Harris administration, black unemployment is at an all-time low. Biden and Harris has donated more to HBCUs than any other president. Under Biden and Harris, we got this, that, and the third done. What the fuck are you gonna say? Oh well, I used to be in the cotton field. Now I'm in Congress.
And all they're gonna say is
what?
Most of these motherfucking unemployment numbers are inflated. And he gonna start telling you why. Now you see what I'm saying? None of that shit's gonna matter. It's what people sitting there that don't follow
It
politics.
matter,
I need you to
because
understand.
most of the vote, because most of the, when you get to the debates, casual motherfuckers don't look at debates.
Oh my
Casual motherfuckers, it's some who do. I ain't gonna say that. Oh, it's some that do. But most of the motherfuckers that get into the debates that will sit there for 90 minutes and hang on every word, those are educated voters. Those are voters who are up on the issue.
I say 40 to 50 million Americans in the whole America follow politics on a daily basis, bro. Period. When it's time to vote, almost 250 million people vote. Do you understand that? That means motherfuckers not paying attention to the daily process of this shit.
Yeah, but
hold on, bro. Go ahead.
But some of them don't give a fuck about the debates. Some of them don't give a shit about the Come on, you looking at it from the point we look at.
No,
I'm looking forward to the debates. It's a lot of people who turn on the man. I'm not looking on that shit. I'm not looking at that shit.
That's not. Listen to me.
It's a lot of people that do.
Listen. People that like us follow politics. That is a fraction of the people that actually vote. Do you understand that?
Hell no. Because you got.
First of all, we can go in our households alone and say how many people actually fucking vote. First of all, hold on. That's the first thing. How many people in our own households even give a fuck about voting? That's the first thing. So let's start there. The ones that do vote, hold on, bro. The ones that actually take the time out to vote don't get their information until it's fucking day in debates. That's reality, my nigga. So therefore, majority of Americans don't give a fuck about who president until debates are tuned in on TV.
But I don't believe that.
And that's when they tuned in to who I want to vote for.
I don't believe
I want to listen to this person talk.
I don't believe that. Because
what do you mean? Are you serious?
Are you serious? Man,
what?
Man, do you know motherfuckers gonna be on election fatigue before the summer this year? Motherfuckers get tired. Motherfuckers don't look at debates when they got
you not serious, bro.
Endless. You got endless motherfucking.
Once the debates start with Biden and Trump, that's gonna be like a fucking Super Bowl, bro. What are you talking about?
People who are into politics.
So all those people, no, it's only 30. It's not that many people in the politics that's voting, actually, bro.
How?
Bro, are you serious? You think actually
you had
200 million people follow politics every day?
Okay, in the last election,
really?
Hold up. In the last president election, Biden got 80 million votes. Trump got 75 million.
I know 75 million for Trump.
155
Only
million.
30 million of them watch Fox. Rest of them don't give a fuck about politics. They just love Trump. Yeah. That's truth. If you're on the flip side, half of the motherfuckers that voted for Obama didn't give a fuck about politics, bro.
Fuck no.
It was just Obama.
Fuck no, it was Obama.
Those are the facts. That because people is more majority. Hold on. That because
take Obama out of the equation. Obama is an outlier.
That because majority of I just made two examples because majority of the voters on the day of voting only tune in on debate time, bruh. And they make their choice from that. Me and you know the fucking facts.
I don't believe
from the year the motherfucker was voted in. We know those facts. Those people don't know that.
You got extra people that tune in. But then again, when you get the debates, everybody has to tune in on one motherfucking channel. It ain't split over. It ain't like the fucking conventions where you got it on all the
conventions and debates is it.
So you're gonna get a cross section of from everywhere that's looking at the debates. So the numbers is going to go up. But to say they going up that significantly,
what?
A lot of people don't, because a lot of people will see the debates. A lot of people don't even watch the news.
I want y'all to mark this. 927 on Hoodviewpolitics.
Right.
Once that debate, Biden and fucking Trump, day of motherfucking you voting, bruh. How blockbuster that shit gonna be compared to some motherfucking whatever the fuck he talking about. The day the first debate, their first debate will be like a Super Bowl, bruh. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You ain't even gonna get no motherfucking debate that do close to Super Bowl numbers.
The first debate of Biden and Trump is gonna be Super Bowl numbers, bro.
No, it won't.
And you wanna know why?
No, it won't.
Because 70% of the people watching
No,
at
it
that
won't.
point in time that's gonna vote
No,
don't
it
give a
won't.
fuck about politics until then.
No, it won't.
That's the reality of it.
You're gonna get some good
They
numbers.
don't follow politics
you ain't
until
get no
debates
Super Bowl numbers. You
or the
got to be crazy.
Bruh.
You're not for no debate.
Bruh, come on.
Come on.
Come on. These are going to be the Super Bowl of debates, period. And 90% of the people watching at that point in time at the debates and the conventions don't give a fuck about politics until then.
I'm not saying people not gonna tune in.
And those people are going to vote,
I'm not saying people ain't gonna tune in.
which is majority of the voters, bruh.
If you just think a lot of common motherfuckers out here, the motherfuckers that don't give a shit,
Yeah.
normally gonna tune in, hell no.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Let's take your household
believe
for
that.
example. Let's right now. Out of your whole house, who gives a fuck about politics but you?
Nobody.
Exactly. My house the same fucking way.
Nobody.
So you think when it's time to vote, they gonna start giving a fuck? Only thing gonna make them give a fuck is the debates.
No.
That's on TV now.
I can tell you about my household.
The motherfucking
household.
conventions, that's on TV
In my
now.
household, the ones that
That's
don't
gonna make
vote,
them look at it and be like, damn, that's Biden and Trump. Trump the conventions, like, what the fuck is going on with these people?
No.
Once the debate start, they're gonna look at these
If
two
you don't-
individuals, my boy. The vice presidents looking at each other. Who I want to vote for? Majority of those people vote more than people that me and you that's in the politics, my nigga. You need to wake up to that.
Now you need to wake up to that. Because if that was a motherfucking case, every
What?
motherfucking election year be over flooded.
Trump was president.
Okay.
That tells you majority of people that don't fuck around with news at all votes.
See, you going
What do you mean? Majority of voters don't watch news, don't give a fuck about news, bro.
right.
They just know he a racist. That's his man. He got 77 million
The
votes
majority
of people that
of
don't
people-
watch news.
The majority of
Don't give a
people-
fuck about news
the
like
mo-
me and you, bruh.
The majority of people who
It's
vote
black people out here like that
and
too.
vote consistently. The majority of people who vote and vote consistently, they do watch the news. They watch either MSNBC, CNN, or Fox. They do. The majority of people who don't vote on the regular, they don't watch shit. They damn sure they don't. They may watch. They may watch local news. They don't watch world news. They don't watch motherfuckers. They don't watch CNN.
They not seeking out news. They don't give a fuck about politics, bruh. Until it's time to
Look.
vote. When that fucking debates come on with Biden and Trump, that's gonna be huge. When they do their
I'm not
conventions,
saying it's not
that's when
gonna
people
be
tune in.
huge, But I'm saying
What I'm
people-
telling you
when
is
you going on
the
there,
percentage of people like me and you right now that give a fuck is real low to the percentage of people that actually vote, my nigga. That's my point. And they get their news from the shit they come on the conventions and debates.
most people only
Period.
vote, most people only vote when it's a motherfucker in the presidential election year, which is correct. You are correct on. That's when most people vote. Because in off year, hardly anybody vote. The numbers are not even half of what they are during the motherfucking presidential election year. So you are right about that. More people are going to vote. But this started off as what you thinking Tim Scott just gonna jump out there with some story, and all of a sudden, half the black people is gonna look and say, "Damn, he black. I'm gonna go vote for him."
No. What I'm telling you is no black person in the Republican Party think they're gonna get the black vote. Period. Their goal is to chip it. Like you don't want a Democrat to get
Look.
90%.
Look.
If you could chip them to 70,
Look,
period. And he can do that.
black
Hold
vote.
on.
The black vote is so overwhelmingly slanted and biased against the Republican Party, and we know why. That I don't give a fuck who they put on the ticket. That's why the first thing they motherfucking do is get out there and boom. Oh, the Democrats, the black people blindly get a vote to the Democrats. Oh, the Democrats ain't did nothing to earn your vote. and it's so fucking slanted, and they know they'll never get it, and they'll never get it because them motherfuckers don't have no policies or nothing, and don't even put out shit that appeal to black people. That's not irrelevant.
Realize how irrelevant what you talking
That's
about.
not irrelevant because what you're saying is you making it. I ain't saying you saying it. You making it sound like people going to go out here and vote on skin color, and that motherfucking that the issues don't count. You have issue voters, and anybody who votes on the issue.
All right, now you talking as if everybody's a Democrat, and everybody.
I'm not saying that.
You finished?
Go ahead.
You talking as everybody think is a Democrat, and they're Democrats and they lean Democrats. Most people don't give a fuck about Democrats, bruh, at all. So they're not into this. Only thing they tune in is to all politicians are crooks. Period. To them, they all gonna fuck you, and Trump racist and motherfucker Biden. These are the majority of Americans. You don't like it? But that's how it is, my boy. Okay? Now, those Americans vote. Period. And when it's time to vote, they looking at debates and conventions. They don't follow it like me and you. If they did, they wouldn't say the shit they say. Do you understand that? So therefore, they're not into details. They're not into none of that. They on the shit that's coming over the top. All politicians lie. They stuck on that. Period. Democrats are racist and Republicans are racist. They don't give a fuck. You can't change their mind on that. So only thing that makes them vote for a certain person is the debates and conventions. No. That's the only time people tune in. No. They don't tune into this shit daily, bruh. Anybody that say
because a lot of people get their news from different
places. Okay, cool. Anybody that say the shit that I say don't give a fuck. They go 364 days without looking at one politic shit on TV. It's the 365th day is when they tune in, and that's the debates.
And then they're just gonna get up and vote without just because a motherfucker say he went from the cotton field to the motherfucker.
That you missing it. You missing the whole thing. That compared to what then? Compared to what? Remember, you thinking as a Democrat. That's the problem.
Thinking as a Democrat.
You thinking from a Democrat standpoint. You're not thinking from a normal motherfucker that don't give a fuck about Democrats, right? I'm thinking from a point. Because most black people think Democrats are a piece of shit too.
Okay.
So what we talking about?
I'm thinking from a point and from a standard that if I look at the Biden-Harris record.
Again, you in the politics, my boy. You keep going over top of the head. You in the politics. Ain't nobody looking at no fucking whatever you just said.
Oh shit.
Who doing that?
What are the reason they're voting for? If you're not
the
voting on the
debates
issues,
and conventions.
If you're not voting on the issues and you're not voting what pertains to the betterment of your life, what are you voting on?
What do you mean?
Because if you're not, if you saying that the issues don't mean shit, you just said that they not voting on the issues. If you're not voting because of the issues that's out there, and you're not voting pertaining to your wallet and the betterment of your life, what are the reasons you voting? Just to vote? What are you,
bruh? Again, you missing the joint that's keep going over your head is. Me and you and other people are into politics. Of course, we're going to read into whoever the fuck running. We're going to look into their issues and what are they running for and how they feel. That's me and you. That's not majority of Americans. That's only That's only 30% of us that's actually going to vote on November. Hold on. The people that are actually going to vote, only 30% of those people that's voting actually follow politics. The people that's 70% of people that's going out to vote that day does not follow politics ever.
So you saying is this a popularity
I'm about to
contest?
explain this to you now. If you let me
explain it, because I want to hear this.
If you let me finish,
I want to hear this.
70% of people do not follow politics on a daily basis at all. They will go a month without even knowing nothing about politics, bro. I mean, you won't do that, right? So therefore, it's 70% of people that's actually voting that don't know nothing about what's going on a daily basis. They only tune in when it's convention and debate time. Therefore, most of the information comes from when they telling stories in the conventions, telling who this person is, when people up there telling their stories, when the debates come, and they actually is sitting there telling what they gonna do. That's when people are tuning in the most. And those are more voters than me and you that watch this shit every fucking day.
So you telling me, what you telling me right here now is a motherfucker will go 364 days and will not watch a 30-minute newscast.
Man, you just agreed that nobody in our fucking house give a fuck about politics, bruh.
Wait.
Nobody.
That's not everybody's house. Everybody's house not our house.
That's majority of black people, my nigga.
Now,
It's gonna be one person that give a fuck and everybody else don't give a fuck. But they gonna vote.
What you telling me is motherfuckers will go 364 and 1/4 day of the year and not watch a 30-minute newscast. But they will sit once a year and watch a 90-minute debate or sit and watch a convention for 4 to 5 nights straight.
Exactly.
But they won't take the time
Exactly.
to pick up a newspaper.
Exactly.
To go on a website.
Exactly.
To do
They not
anything,
nobody doing all that.
to do anything.
Who doing that, bruh?
To learn about the
But me and
candidates
you.
and what you are audio.
And that's why we here.
Come on, no.
Majority of our
no,
black people,
no.
you can't go in your house. You can't go nobody around your neighborhood
No.
and have a fucking political
No.
discussion with any fucking body.
Nah, that's not true.
So what are you talking about right now?
Not true.
Unless they're a black lady.
No,
And then
not
they in
right,
depth.
because I got a couple of them I can.
Come on, don't do it,
Not
bro.
that many,
Don't do
but I
it.
can.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What?
Majority of black people don't give a fuck on a daily basis about politics,
You put
period.
everybody in the
And
same- you
don't
put
do it.
everybody
Don't
in the
do it.
same
Don't
box.
do it. Don't
Come
do
on.
it. Don't do it.
Come on.
Don't do it.
Okay, when you go to vote,
Fuck that.
go to vote,
You just admit
when
it.
you
Wherever you
to
go
vote,
at, you go to work,
Hold
you
on.
go home.
Wait a minute.
Majority
When
niggas
you
don't follow
go to
politics,
vote,
my nigga.
When you go to vote and you go to the precinct you
He's talking about
assigned
me.
to, what do you see?
Oh my God. What are you
What
talking
do you
about?
see in line?
What's your point?
Who do you talk about? Black people don't vote. Black people ain't informed. When you go to your precinct, wherever they send you to school,
Hold on. What do you mean I
or
said
whatever,
they ain't informed?
what
What
do
are you
the fuck
talking
you
about?
see?
What are you talking about, bro?
What do you see?
When you say I
you
said
see
black
all-
people not informed, what are you
Huh?
talking about?
You basically said it that they don't look at shit all year long.
So
But they'll look at the debate
what you saying
and
is
listen to
you
a
disagreeing
story
then.
about somebody's life.
So now you disagreeing
All
to
I'm
me
saying is-
that now you telling me now that majority of black people follow politics like me and you.
I didn't say that.
So what are we
Majority of
talking
white
about
people-
then?
Majority of
No,
white
we're not
people
talking
don't
about no
follow-
fucking white people.
No.
We're talking about
Majority
black people
of
right
all
now.
people don't
Fuck
follow
that. Fuck
motherfucker,
that.
if
We
you
talking
wanna
about
put it
black
like
people. We
that.
talking about black people right now. You can't go in the house and talk about anything about politics and somebody know what you're talking about, bro.
Okay. But
All right,
people
so
we
hold
know
on,
are
stop.
small fraction
So
of the
therefore,
people.
let me finish then. You finish? So
keep going,
therefore,
come on.
it ain't that many people like us. If we get 10 people in the room right now that's black, there's only 2 people like us. Period. But everybody in there gonna vote. They get the information from somewhere, bro. And that's the fucking debates and conventions.
No, that's not the only
Period.
place
They're not looking up
that's
shit.
The only place.
They don't give a fuck.
That's not the only place. You saying it's like all they gonna do is okay.
You're not being
it's
realistic,
election.
bro.
If we gonna watch the debates, man.
So you tell me,
well,
all
turn
right,
on
who
the
in your house
goddamn
right now?
debate so
Who in your
much.
house right now?
It don't matter.
Matter of
who
fact, I'm gonna
house
tell
right
you
now.
in my fucking house. I'm gonna tell you right now, my girl, my son, my mother don't give a fuck about politics. They actually haven't watched a thing of politics. What day is this year? Not one day of this year. They don't give a
Okay.
fuck. When it's time to vote, they vote.
Okay.
Do you understand where they get the information from, though, bro?
There's plenty of places they get the information from.
Like me?
What are you talking about?
Me and you and the conventions and debates is where they tune in to see
That's not
who
the
they
only
want.
places.
Bro, you're not making any sense.
You're not making
Where
any
are the
sense.
places at then?
Motherfuckers, you got people that listen to people like motherfucking Steve
Who?
Harvey in the morning.
There you go
They
again.
listen to motherfucking
There you
radio
go
hosts.
again.
They listen to podcasts. You got
They not
read
who doing that?
newspapers. They
Who
read
doing that?
newspapers. They read
That's me
magazines.
and you.
That's me and you.
Exactly.
Me and you are different.
That's not the
Everybody
normal
is
black
not us.
motherfucker, bro.
I don't expect everybody to get their information like
So
I
stay
get
on
my
point.
information. Everybody not
The
gonna do
normal
what I
black
do.
motherfuckers
Everybody
not doing what
gonna
me
do
and you doing.
But you cannot
Exactly.
say they not getting their information
Again,
from somewhere.
again, if we put 10 black people in the room,
Come on.
2 of them are
It's a
doing what we
reason.
doing, bro.
It's a reason.
8 of them
It's a
not doing what we
reason.
doing.
It's a
8 of them don't
reason.
give a fuck.
It's
2 of
a
them,
reason.
matter of fact, 2 of them think motherfucking Democrats are racist.
It's a reason.
So where are
They're
you
doing
at, bro?
the
Where are
political
you at,
season
bro?
that
Are you
will
paying
catch
attention?
these candidates in places you never normally wouldn't catch them. The last motherfucking election cycle, I turned on the motherfucking radio in the morning. One morning Biden, and one morning Biden on Steve Harvey. Next morning, motherfucker Kamala Harris on Steve Harvey. They be on or Tom Joyner or one of them. They get their information where they get their information. Why do you think when they was going to these black outlets, mostly that's where it came from. The motherfuckers Republicans start bitching about equal time. That if you're allowed to go on, if you go on like one show, it was bitching on the cable news network that if Fox or MSNBC gave a candidate on one side so much time, they had to give it to the other side because they was going to these places where they knew the people was. That's why they go to people like Joe Madison. They go to people like what's the other one? Roland Martin. A lot of black people watch Roland Martin. And these candidates
That's being you.
That's not
That's
only
not the
you.
average of motherfuckers, bro.
This dude don't have
nowhere near
if people are not
he
watching.
on you fucking tube, bro. What are you talking about?
Dude got his own motherfucking network. What are you talking about? A lot of
I
people,
think you delusional now.
No, a lot of people watch people like Joe Madison, Roland Martin.
That's me and you.
On
That's the 30%.
No.
That's the
just
same
not
people as me and you.
That's just
Nobody
not
else
me.
going to
That's
watch no
just
fucking
not-
Roland Martin.
That's
Get the
just
fuck
not
out of here.
people like
He's
that.
some
Come on, man.
trash.
You got to get
Who
people
looking for Roland Martin?
Okay.
Are you serious?
You ain't giving people no
If you go in your house right
Come
now and
on,
say
man.
Roland Martin, nobody know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Come on.
If I walk in my house right now and say Roland Martin, they're gonna laugh at me like, what is that, a wrestler? What are you talking about, bro? Bro, these are black people.
It's a world of black people beyond my house.
We talking about the average black American,
Come
which
on.
is people in your house,
It's
people in my house,
okay.
people in the
You
average
got-
motherfucker's house.
You say black people don't watch TV One.
Oh my God.
Do black people watch TV One?
Obviously, it wouldn't be standard.
Okay. A lot of people get their information from there. When Ed Gordon was on BET, was they getting
What's the point?
Was they getting the information there?
That's only
My
me and you.
Is they are
That's not majority of black people. That's like 30%.
My point
Like I've
is
been
this.
telling you.
My point is this: black people and people in general get their information from a lot of different places. It's just not, they just don't motherfucking wait till the motherfucking debates and conventions because a lot of people don't like them because they think they boring. And unless you a motherfucking policy head, you don't motherfucking watch that shit like that.
If a person don't watch debates, they already know who they're voting for, bro.
Or they know they ain't voting at all.
Do
All
you
I'm saying
understand
is
that?
People
If a person don't watch debates because they already know they're voting for Biden, if they don't feel like watching debates because they already know they're voting for Trump,
come on, bro.
anybody that's actually watching debates,
come on, man.
this is going to turn their vote.
Look, no,
Hold on.
no. I don't.
Are you done?
I don't think this. I
Or do you want me to
this.
talk?
Go ahead,
Am I
man.
going
You've
to
been talking.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Look. Go ahead. Talking with the shit you saying that make no sense. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to finish? Go ahead. Am I gonna talk?
When am I going to talk?
Go ahead.
Because every time I do want to go and elaborate, you cut me off. So therefore, I don't know what you want me to do here. You know what I'm saying?
You been talking. Go ahead.
Again, see, it just happening now. You ain't even got your mic on.
Go ahead.
Your mic ain't even on. You cut me off. Then your mic cut off. He still cut me off.
Somebody cut you off.
Hey, all I want to do is get out my thought. And what I'm trying to tell you is you missing the bigger picture, boy. The bigger picture is nobody thinks Democrat like you. There's some black people that don't give a fuck, and there's some black people that watch Fox News. Period. You think everybody thinking like you. I'm gonna go watch motherfucking that nigga. He's not on VH1 no more. Where the fuck he was on? He on YouTube. He irrelevant. He's some trash. Nobody know about him. If you walk in your house right now and say the nigga name, nobody know what you talking about. Period. I walk on the street right now. I take the mic outside. Nobody know who the fuck you talking about? Period. Nobody. Only people that matters is when this debate start. Nobody know about nothing about politics now tunes in. And that's more voters than the motherfuckers like me and you that fucking watch Roland Martin. Nobody, if you talk to 60 people in your family, only 2 of them gonna know who the fuck Roland Martin is, bruh. If I walk out here right now with the camera and the fucking mic and talk to everybody walking past here, they ain't gonna know who the fuck Roland Martin is. Only Democrats do. You thinking that's a Democrat. Most black people don't give a fuck about that shit, bruh. They tune in to the debates, motherfucking conventions, and looking at people. What's their stories? What's coming out their mouth? What's the questions? How they answering it? That's how they fucking making their choice. Anybody that's not watching these debates already voting for Trump, already voting for Biden. Like, you're not gonna watch all the debates. You're gonna go to sleep because you know you voting for Biden, bruh. Most of the MAGA probably don't watch one debate other than the first one because they voting for Trump. But the people that actually watching, they watching for a reason. And those are people that haven't been watching politics ever, all year. They don't give a fuck. That's the part you don't understand. You think everybody's thinking as a Democrat. No, nobody give a fuck about Democrats, bruh. They actually don't. More black people don't give a fuck about Democrats than do. Whether you know that or not. If we get the motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about them to get out and vote for Democrats, we will win more motherfucking races. The point of this motherfucking podcast is to open those black people's eyes up to understand it's more information and you got to know where you're going and where you came from, bro, boy. Period. As long as me and you on this motherfucking joint, we're going to have to make it clear that it's some motherfucking black people I talk to all day long that don't follow their bit of fucking politics. And everything they say out their fucking mouths is ill-informed. And you know those people too. Those people go out and vote, whether you know it or not. They watching the debates, whether you know it or not. They make a decision on looking at Trump and Biden. Both old white motherfuckers to them. Both old racists to them. Not to you, because you're a Democrat. You got to wake up to that. You got to recognize that and realize that point of view. That's my own point to this. It's more people that don't give a fuck than do. That's what you got to understand.
Well, I think that point of view is a bunch of bullshit, and I'll leave it at that. How about that? We'll agree to disagree.
What are you disagreeing about?
Because I don't agree. I just don't disagree. I just don't agree with that. I just think people.
So, man, you can go out right now because we can do it. Walk out this door, grab the first 5 people, and ask them who Roland Martin is. They gonna be black people. They gonna be black people.
Okay.
So they gonna say, "Who the fuck is that live on this fucking air?" And we can do that. We can do that.
All right.
So tell me, do you want to do that?
Do it? People only know who Roland Martin is. You got people that look at Charlemagne. Do they know who he is?
We can go out right now and do the
they
same
know
thing
who
with
he is?
Charlemagne, and they're gonna look at you like, "Who the fuck is that, bro?"
Look at Shannon Sharp. Do they know who
Shannon
he is?
Sharp too.
Okay.
What's your
got
point?
People who get information
On debates
from
and conventions.
different places other than debates and conventions.
What I'm telling you is, majority of black people are the people that don't do none of that shit, but they gonna vote.
They listen to a motherfucker like Cardi B,
and they gonna vote.
Okay, but what is she kicking out? Whether it's right or wrong,
She's telling you vote Democrat at the very least.
Information.
At the very least, she's telling you vote Democrat.
Come on, just like white people, just like Taylor Swift, this motherfucking registered 100,000 motherfucking voters to vote Democrat. That's why the Republicans pissed off at her. But why? Because that's where they get their information from.
You making my point.
That's my whole fucking point. They get information from different places.
You making my point is you making my point.
That's your point.
What? If Cardi B and motherfucker Taylor Swift can make somebody vote, you making my point.
Then why Roland Martin can't make a motherfucker
hold on.
vote?
Because Roland Martin is some shit, man. You watch. Majority of people don't give a fuck about Roland Martin or politics. But if Cardi B say something to him, that's more golden. That's the shit you gotta realize, bruh. And half of the people don't give a fuck about Democrats.
This the whole fucking argument is about. People get information and get their information.
No,
from
that's not what the
different
argument about.
fucking
That's
places.
not. That's not.
That's what we going back and forth about.
That's not.
You saying, well, okay.
I'm telling you, 70% of black people don't pay attention to none of that shit. Don't give a fuck about no politics.
At all.
Or don't watch it. Don't give a fuck 365 days.
And
But
don't
when
give a
it's
fuck when
but
the
when it's
election
time,
convention come
the
along.
November the 4th come, they can get their kids, their auntie, their grandmama, everybody the fuck out there to vote for one reason. One reason only, because they watch the debates and they voting for Biden. What is wrong with you, bruh?
Nah,
And that's
what's wrong
more
with you?
people voting than me and you that follow politics every fucking day. Period. And we know the rights.
Like I
We know
said,
the wrongs.
look,
We know who to vote for.
Look, you believe.
We
what you
know
believe. You believe what you believe. I
These
believe
are
what I
facts.
believe. These are not facts.
Again, we can walk outside
facts
right
'cause you
now.
say they
I can
facts.
load this thing up right the fuck
Well, let's
now.
load it up.
We're going to go outside
Let's
right
load it
now
up.
and grab the first
Let's
5
load it
people
up.
and ask them who the fuck Rhoda Martin is.
Okay, why is okay? We can ask them who the fuck Cardi B is.
And they're going to know who it is.
You don't know that.
You see the differences?
You don't know that.
You see the difference?
It's not the difference. You ask who Taylor Swift is.
You
They
said
fucking know.
Roland Martin.
You don't know who watches. Just
Me
because
and you
don't
are
watch her.
political, so we know him.
Roland Martin is not only political.
But majority of black people
All right,
are
nobody
voting,
know who he
don't
is.
know him.
Okay.
and
All
don't
right.
give a fuck about him.
All right.
In fact, they think Trump is not a racist. What do you say to them black motherfuckers?
Right.
I'm listening. What do you say to the black people that
done.
don't think Trump is a racist?
What
What
do I
news are
say
they
to
watching, bruh? I'm listening.
They're probably watching Fox and Newsmax. They're not watching anything in the mainstream.
Are they
Don't
black?
say this motherfucker racist.
Once you realize there's more voters out here than just me and you that watch politics, bruh,
You going on? Just
You gonna
me
know-
and you. You see, this is
we don't
fucking
swing the,
problem.
the election, bruh.
Huh?
People that follow politics don't swing the election.
Look,
The people that don't, they swing the election. And once you realize that, and most of them are not fucking following around loving Democrats. Once you realize that, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about, bruh.
look.
Because we can
300
bring
and something.
20 black people in
It's
right
300
now
and something
that's
million.
going to vote, and none of them know who the
It's
fuck you
300
talking
and
about
some
none of
million
that shit,
people in
bruh.
this motherfucking country, and half of them vote. It's 350 million.
And only
And
30%
we know-
of them
And we
watch
know,
politics.
And we know from the last election, 155 voted in the election, in the presidential election.
And none of them watch politics.
That don't mean none of them watch politics. That means
Bruh, you going to sit and tell me
if
you don't know
155
people in the neighborhood that
if
grab that child,
if half-
grab that
Come
grandmama,
on.
people that ain't paying attention to no fucking politics, and told them to go vote for Obama and fucking Biden? Are you fucking serious?
Come on.
You being realistic though,
Yes,
bruh?
I'm being realistic.
You think motherfucking mamas ain't grab their brother who
Look,
don't give a fuck about
motherfuckers
politics
do-
and
look,
say, "Hey, dog, I need you to go with me
look.
and vote because I just need your vote.
I'm like
I know
this.
you
I'm
don't
good like
watch
this.
politics, but I need you." You being
Motherfuckers
realistic?
Motherfuckers
You don't
look,
think
look,
motherfuckers that kids
I
that
can't
turn
see
18
motherfuckers-
they rush their
Right.
fucking kids to vote for Biden? Are you being fucking realistic,
No.
bruh?
Because kids that
We not being
motherfucking
realistic.
18,
Once you're not being realistic,
you-
it's a
see,
conversation
that's
is
the
not
whole
being
fucking
realistic.
thing.
then.
You putting it out there like these people not informed. These people, more people.
Their mothers are informed, but the
more people
motherfuckers that
are
moms
informed
got in
than
there to
what you
vote
think.
was not informed.
Was you informed when you was 18 and
See,
in the
again,
politics? Was you informed?
Again, you keep talking about people that follow
Because there are
politics.
people like, it's just as many people like us.
That's not true.
Not like us. These young people not stupid. It's a reason, motherfucker.
Again,
It's a reason.
get 100
It is
people
a
in here,
reason.
Do
Right
they know
now,
politics or
that
not?
Biden is whooping Trump.
If
and
100 black
the
people was to
young
come in here
people
right now,
by
get on the
like
mic.
70%.
If
It's a
100 black
reason.
people was to come in right now, get on the mic. Do they
That's
know
not good-
politics?
God,
Yes or
please,
no?
man.
Yes or no?
You keep-
Do you agree
you
that
making-
stop,
look, you
stop,
making
stay
people
with
look
me.
stupid.
Stay with
Man,
me.
go ahead. Go
Stay
ahead,
with
go
me.
ahead, go ahead,
If
go
I
ahead.
bring 100 people
Go
in
ahead,
here,
go ahead,
black
go ahead,
people,
in here.
black people, would they know who Roland Martin is?
Why do you keep going back to Roland Martin?
Yes or no?
Half
Agree
of
with
them-
me, yes or no?
I'm gonna say 40.
Be realistic, bruh. Be realistic.
40% will. 40 of them
Really,
will.
though?
Bring
Really?
100 in, I bet 40 of them will.
So that means 65% of people don't know who the fuck you talking about. But those people vote. That's what I'm trying to tell you. 70% of the people does not know politics. Don't give a fuck.
You don't know that.
Bro, we just admitting it now. Me and you are going through the
Look.
process right now. That we are bruh, you not telling me now you go in your house, people know about politics, bruh. I'm not telling you now when I go in the house, anybody know anything about politics. It's not a black person on live gonna tell me they go in the house, people know what the fuck they talking about. Black people don't care. Stop thinking like they do.
Not only about my house. It's a world outside
Oh
of my house.
God.
It's a world of people
Okay.
outside of my house. Everybody is not like me, and
Okay.
everybody's not like everybody in my house.
Yeah.
In case I don't believe that.
But that's the black family.
That's not every black
What do you
person.
mean? I'm telling you, if I go in my house right now, I'm the only person that know about politics.
Come on, we stereotyping because it's
No,
a
you
lot of
think that's
young-
stereotyping, but
it's a
these are
lot of-
facts.
There's a lot of young black people. There's a lot of middle age.
That's the
the
30%.
Come on,
That's the
Go
30%.
on to that.
What do you mean?
Go on that because it's a lot more than what you think. These people are informed.
You're not being realistic, bro.
It's a lot of informed.
You're
people
not
out
being
here.
realistic,
You're
bro.
not being realistic.
So when the
Because
black people
you
tell
going
you
around-
that
you
Biden's a
going around-
racist,
you
what do you
going
say
around-
to them?
I would-
They not
I believe
being informed,
Biden
right?
is
Right?
a racist. And yes, it is some black people out here who.
So what do you
don't
say
believe
then? What is your
Biden
point? What do you
is
say?
a racist.
What do you say to him?
What is the problem? What do I say to him? I asked him, why do you think he's a racist?
Again, because they get their information from somewhere else besides where you get it at, my boy. And once you realize that,
that's the fucking thing I've been saying all night long. People get information from different places.
no, you don't understand what the point is,
That's
bro.
the point. People
See, again.
get their information from different places.
Again, that's not the point. My point is
That
that right there is
Nah.
70% of the votes.
Okay, all right.
That right there are 70% of black people voting.
All right, come on.
That right there is 70% of the black
Getting
people
headache.
voting.
I'm getting a headache.
Again, once you get into a fucking debate, first of all, you don't have nothing to back up what you're saying.
What do you mean?
You're just saying stuff.
What do you mean?
You're just saying you don't feel like
You're
people.
just saying
You don't
shit.
feel like people don't think this. But if I pull black,
Everybody don't think that
but
way.
you just admit it. If you go in your house, nobody know what you're talking about.
I don't give a fuck.
I know
about
when I
that.
go in the house,
said,
nobody
it's
know what
a
I'm talking
world.
about.
It's a world.
Where's these black
outside
people
of
at
my
then?
house.
Where the black people
I
at?
cannot go on by.
Where the black people
I
at?
can't go on
Where are
by
they
my
at?
house. It is a majority of young people in my house who don't think this shit don't affect
So
them.
we bring
They
10
need to
people
be
in right now. They
educated.
gonna know who.
So I cannot go by what's in my house.
Cool.
I go
Cool.
by what I see.
So we
who
bring.
I talk to and what I know.
So we bring 10 black people in. though. They gonna know politics, right or wrong.
You don't know.
You
bring
being
10
realistic,
random
bro?
people- You bring 10 random people in
You
here.
being realistic?
All 10 of them might be more educated than both of them.
Are you being realistic? If
You
I
don't
grab
know till you
10
bring
people,
them in here.
if I bring 10 people in right now, black,
You can bring 10.
you gonna start talking about
You can
Roland
get-
Martin,
you
whatever
can
the
bring-
fuck you want
fuck
to say,
Roland Martin
and I
right
guarantee
now.
they don't know what the fuck you
You
talking
can
about,
bring
bro.
10 motherfuckers.
In Spanish.
You bring 10 motherfuckers in here right now. They might know just as much as more than we know, or they might not know nothing.
You
at
just
all.
talking when you say that.
don't know.
You're not being
And then
realistic.
You talk to them.
You're
don't
not
know
being
who
realistic.
Come on.
It's not in your household.
Get buff-
It's
I
not in
don't
your
give a
building.
fuck.
It's
If
not
I
in your
get-
neighborhood. Where's this
All
at?
right, come on.
Where's it
Come
at
on.
then?
How do you know who the fuck
It's
I
not
talk
in my
to on a daily
household.
basis?
It's not in my neighborhood. So where is
Where
that?
the fuck do you know who I talk to on a
Where
daily
is that?
basis?
Tell me where it's
Huh?
at. Where are they?
Who the fuck do you know how I talk to on a daily basis?
Bro, where you live
I'm
at?
always, it doesn't matter where I live
I'm gonna
at.
tell you then. Where you live at?
Huh?
Where you live at?
I live in South Beach. I
So
live in
you gonna
Capitol
try
Hill.
to tell
right
me-
Now, right now, I
Don't.
live on
I
Capitol
don't
Hill.
want to get.
Now tell
Don't.
me-
Let
now
me
tell
finish.
me, motherfuckers
Let me
don't know what they
finish.
talking about
You're gonna
shit.
try to tell me wherever the fuck you at in Capitol Hill. You're
I
gonna
live on
grab
Capitol
10
Hill.
black people and they're gonna know what the hell you talking about
You
when you
got
start
damn
talking about
right.
politics. Stop the bullshit.
Bullshit. Come on, man.
Let alone
No.
Roland Martin.
You putting everybody.
These
in
are
the-
facts, my
you
nigga.
Putting everybody in the basket.
These are facts.
Come on, don't go there.
They don't give a fuck.
All right,
Reality check.
that's garbage.
Black
man.
people don't give a fuck
All right, black
until
people
it's
don't give a
time
fuck.
to vote.
Black people don't give a fuck.
Until
That's
it's
the
time to
motherfucking
vote.
problem now. Because black people, they think black people don't never
Thank
give
you.
a fuck.
That's
And
why we
they-
doing
and
this
people think
podcast.
Black people ignorant.
That's why this
Well,
podcast
stop coming at
exists.
them like they ignorant. Give people.
Nigga,
some
I'm giving you
fucking credit.
reality.
You got
Fuck
some
what you
people
want
out
to-
here that know.
That's
There's people out here
30%.
know
That's
more
not
than I
enough.
do. And I don't think I know everything, but I know enough. But there's some people out here who can get deep
Yeah.
down with the facts.
30% of us. Yeah.
I don't get. Come
Cool.
on, man.
We get
Look,
that. It ain't like they don't exist.
Come on,
It ain't like they don't exist. They there.
Talk about that shit.
There's not 100 black people.
You not. Come on.
You're not gonna get 100 black people in here. There's
You
no
not gonna
politics.
get 100 white people.
What? You're not serious, bro. What are you talking about right now? You're not gonna get 100 black people that know politics, bro.
You're not gonna get 100 white people in here that know
I'm
politics.
not talking about white people. We talking about black people. You're not gonna get 100 in here that know politics. You're not gonna get 100 black people that know the rock, know the Martin, first of all, that know SMBC, that knows any fucking Democratic shit that you talk about, bro.
All right, okay, you could go. Okay, go
I
ahead.
need you to start thinking about politics outside of
No,
Democrats.
I think from a common sense perspective.
Okay, if you thinking from a Democratic standpoint, you'll think, okay, most black people do think this.
No.
But no, they don't, my boy.
Because most of
them don't give a fuck about Democratic views or what they think about, bruh. And some of them lean Republican. Some of them don't give a fuck about none of this. And they don't tune into this time of debate.
All right, you right. Go ahead.
I'm not saying right or wrong. These are facts.
Them are not facts. Like I said.
But all black people are into politics as far as you're concerned, right or wrong.
I'm saying, me personally.
All black people, when you go to work, when you go home, everybody into politics. Yes or no?
I don't agree with that.
Everybody, when you go home, know about politics. Everybody, when you go to work, know about politics. You're lying.
You're not going nowhere and everybody know about it because everybody.
Where you going? So where we going as a black person that you think everybody know about politics?
I didn't say I go nowhere that everybody know about politics.
You just said I'm done for thinking everybody don't know. So where we
you
going?
Don't, because everybody.
You're not going home.
Know than what you think.
Okay,
though.
so you're not going
you
home.
You come on.
You're not going to the gym. Where
Where
we going as a black man?
People that can sit
Are you going to carry out
the issues?
Are you going to the carry out?
Talk the issues and what they vote.
You going to the carry out?
What? Yeah, you can go to the carry
So
out.
me and you go right now to carry out. Black people gonna know a fuck about Roland Martin.
Sounds stupid as shit.
This is reality, my nigga.
On,
what are you talking about? Where black people at?
You sitting here all night trying
Where
to make
black people at?
Sound ignorant. You sound
really
like the white motherfuckers on Fox.
Okay, so when you do that,
come on,
I get the rebuttal.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Just go ahead and.
But you're not telling me facts.
You're not telling nobody facts.
So you're not telling me
because you sit there screaming. You don't know.
We're not screaming.
30%.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
So now, if we're going to carry out right now, black people standing.
If they only talk to a flat rate of 100 motherfuckers and only 30 motherfuckers say, "Oh yeah, we into politics," does that speak for? Does that speak?
That's 30%, my nigga.
Does that speak for the? Does that speak?
That's 30%.
Right. Does that
so what we
speak
talking
for
about?
The community as a whole?
So what about 70%?
Does that speak to the community as a whole?
My point, are you missing this is 70%?
Does that speak to the community?
You missing that 70%?
You did not talk to every single black person, so you don't know how many into it, out of it. Don't give a fuck.
Thank you. That's my point. So the 70% that don't give a fuck, you think they think Democratic?
30% out there. You keep throwing 30% out there.
That's how much it is, bro.
Flat rate of say, I talked to 1,000 people. I talked to 1,000 black people.
And only 300 of them give a fuck about politics.
And only 300.
That's 30%.
But does that speak to the black race as a whole?
What do you mean? Yes.
No, it doesn't.
That's a sample.
Because you didn't talk to every black person.
That's a sample, bro.
You might have talked to 1,000 people in the hood.
What's a sample for you then, bro?
Huh? You got to give me a.
What number makes a sample for you?
Did you talk to middle class blacks? Did you talk
Nigga, what do you mean?
Did you talk
they
to
black.
Black? Did you talk to motherfuckers in the hood?
What'll be the sample for you, bro? How many people?
Did you talk to motherfuckers in the city?
50,000?
What's
a million? How many black people would be enough for you?
Come on.
How many black people would be enough?
What is the sample?
What do you mean?
It's more than 2.
How many be enough?
Just saying 30 motherfuckers said that.
How many be enough? If you get 100 people and only 30 people say this, that's 30%. What are we disagreeing about?
Speak to the whole.
That's how everybody do their polls. That's how NBC do their polls. That's how everybody fucking do their polls, bruh.
Come on.
What are you talking about?
Some polls are weighted this way. Some polls.
You're not making sense. What?
You can't.
You're not making no sense. When they go by polls all day long about this presidential shit.
So you believe every poll that come up?
That's what the polls do. They go by percentages, by voting.
Every poll that come up.
So then when I use it, it's not right. That don't make sense.
If I go right now into the neighborhood and I speak to 500 people, and 30% of them people, and 30% of them people in the hood vote a certain way and say, I don't do this, that,
No,
third.
30% says they pay attention to politics.
Okay,
The other 70% don't watch that shit.
Wait.
That's
wait,
what.
Wait. And I go to the hood and do this poll. Does that speak for upper class blacks
What?
that's not in the hood? Does it speak for them too?
It's black people, period.
No. You can't get a motherfucker.
What's a sample then, bruh?
That's what I'm asking.
You tell me how many?
50,000?
50,000?
When you took
It's
this
irrelevant.
poll, when you took this poll, how many people did
It's
you
1,000 black motherfuckers.
Okay, you got.
It gotta be some middle class people in there, bruh.
That's not enough.
Really?
It isn't, because you can get
What's
1,000
enough
people
then?
out the hood. You can talk to
It's a
1,000
sample.
middle class blacks. You can talk to 1,000 upper class
It's a
blacks.
sample.
You can. That's not a sample.
It's the same shit you watch on TV when they going through votes. Those are samples.
All black people, because you got all
Of course.
black people of different.
See now, see what you're doing? That don't make sense what you're doing,
No,
bro.
that's what you're doing.
I'm giving you
I'm
percentages
giving you facts.
of samples, bro. What you
Where
trying
do
to
these
make it?
samples come from?
Of course, it's not 100%.
So do you say, okay, when you
What?
take these 1,000, if you took these 1,000,
You're not making
then you
sense.
took
If you
these
watch
1,000,
NBC today,
let me speak.
they watching motherfucker. They giving you fucking samples of 50,000
All right,
black
go ahead.
people,
I got
and they
you.
giving you
All right,
percentages,
go ahead.
bro.
Go
What do you
ahead.
mean?
Go ahead. It's cool.
They ain't talk to every.
It's cool.
Did they talk to
It's
you?
cool.
They ain't talk
No,
to
they
me.
don't call me.
Exactly.
I never got a-
So they giving you
So
percentages,
how do I know
and
they
you're going
speak?
by that. You're going by
How
that.
could I say they speak?
You going
for
by
me?
that though,
They didn't call me.
but you're going by. So
I
what's the
don't go by
difference?
polls.
Are you fucking serious?
I go by
You don't go by
common sense.
polls?
No, I don't go by polls. Would they take polls like that? Because
No,
a lot of these
no,
motherfuckers-
stop.
A lot of these
All the
motherfuckers-
polls are done like this.
No, not all polls.
What do
are
you
done
mean?
Like that. No,
They ain't talking to me yet
no.
in 10
all
years.
polls are not done like
So
that.
what are you talking about? So obviously you're not
polls
talking
are
to every
not
black
done like
person.
that.
So you're being
Because
petty.
You got
You're being
look,
ridiculous.
look,
Like what are you talking about?
look.
A sample means a sample.
You got people like the Pew.
You're not
Research
making no
Center.
sense.
You got people like the Pew Research Center. Those polls are credible.
Why?
One of the most.
Why?
Because if you would listen, when they take their polls, they don't go to just a certain.
According to you, they ain't talking to
Right.
me.
But
So that makes it incredible.
when
Then they ain't credible.
Take a poll,
It's a sample.
but that sample, does that sample represent?
Yes.
No, it
Obviously
all
do,
the-
'cause they
all the
use it.
time it doesn't, because you have some people that will go to a certain place and talk to certain people, knowing you're going to get certain answers. You cannot go to upper class.
That's not true.
It's not.
So,
it is true.
let me tell you why.
You cannot
Go ahead, you
go
can-
out into the suburbs of Montgomery
It's not
County
true.
and talk to upper class black people, and they'll tell you that they do this, that, and the third,
not true,
and it
bro. They
represents
can predict
what people in the hood do, because they
It's
do
tr-
different things.
It's not true.
That's not
So
true.
every year when we vote for president or congresswoman, they give you a percentage of black people that's going to vote for this person. And at the end of that motherfucking joint, it be that percentage. Want to know why? Because they gave a sample of people. They didn't ask me. They didn't ask you. Hold on, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, because you got it.
I let you talk. And then when I want to talk, you cut me off when I'm finishing. When I'm going to go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. What are you saying?
I'm done, because you
Go ahead.
You don't believe.
You just
me
went on for
anyway.
20 minutes. Then
Who
when
just
I'm
went
about
over
to
20
talk, you clip me up.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you keep claiming I'm clipping you up because I let you go for 5 fucking minutes.
When?
All right, you run it.
I haven't said nothing for a minute.
Go
For
ahead.
20 minutes, bro. I will let you talk. Right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I'm showing you why samples. You discredited me for telling you I'll bring 100 people in, black people in here, and 30% of them will be like the only ones that's like me and you, and 70% of them not gonna know what the fuck we talking about. That's the percentage of black people. You just credit that. But NBC, ABC, that's what the fuck they do. They get 50% of black people and say, how about you do X, Y, and Z? And that be their percentage. And that be the fucking, they be right. Right or wrong, at the end of the fucking votes, that be the percentage goes to the Democrats. That be the percentage that goes. But they didn't ask you. They didn't ask me. They didn't ask my mother. But they got it right because it's the percentage of the votes. They got a percentage. They asked is a sample, which is right. If I get 100 black people in here and get a sample, it's the sample. Period. You can't discredit the sample. ABC do it. Why you discredit theirs then? Sample is a sample.
I don't listen.
So hold on. See,
until-
like now,
go
you
do this. Answer me a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead. Go ahead. Run
A sample means a sample,
on.
bruh. That don't
Run
mean
on.
you talk to every single black person walking on earth. That doesn't make no fucking sense. So for you to come at me and say, you don't talk to him, you don't talk to them, that don't mean anything. That's not what a sample fucking means. A sample means a sample, which means a sample of percentage, which might be right at the end, which usually be right. You can't deny, they'll tell you this amount of motherfucking black people is about to vote for Democrat. And at the end of the fucking vote, that many people vote. Why? Because they got a percentage of black people. They asked them, and they got the percentage out of them. They don't need every fucking black person walking on earth to get the percentage. That's the reality of it. For you to tell me that I ain't talk to everybody, that sounds crazy. A percentage is a fucking percentage. If I get 1,000 black people, that's a good percentage. To know that half of these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about politics, bruh. I don't have to talk to every fucking black person to know that now. I got a percentage. I got a sample. The same way you watch NBC and get your fucking samples. They ain't talk to you. They ain't talk to me. But their samples be right. Why? But they get the majority of black people. 50%, 50,000 people asking them questions. Which make the percentage close to right. Whether we like it or not. For you to say, well, you ain't talking to everybody, that don't make sense. Come on, bro.
Now, if you would listen to what I'm saying, when you take this poll, if you take 1,500 people, did you get all 1,500 out of one pool? That's not dumb shit. Did you get all 1,500 out of one pool? Or did you get 1,500 from here, did you get 500 from there, 500 from here, and 500 from there? To get an accurate sample of all classes or statuses within the black community. Did you do that? If you came into one place, if you went up into Upper Montgomery County or wherever, go to Upper Marlboro, where it's a high percentage of high income blacks, and you ask 1,000 of them, do you really think that represents lower and middle class? Do their opinions represent, and what they saying for represent the lower and middle class blacks? No, it doesn't. What I'm asking for is, when you do this, did you get, if you got 3,000 people, do you got 3,000 poor? Do you got 3,000 middle class? Do you got 3,000 upper class?
That's irrelevant.
How the fuck you gonna get an accurate sample?
That's irrelevant.
If you don't got a representation of all the people, you can't.
If you got 1,000 black people, you don't think some of them are high quality, some of them poor, some of them rich, some of them mixed out of 1,000 black motherfuckers?
That's how they are.
What do you mean?
Opposed. I'm trying to tell you.
And first of all, rich black people don't dominate our culture. So why would they get to say so? Why would they get to fucking say so? You just said, did you ask influential black people?
That was my point.
They not a huge percentage of our culture, bro, for them to make calls. First of all, the rich influential black people that you just said don't run our culture. They don't make calls on our culture, my nigga. They just part of the percentage.
What you mean? They still
So what
black?
you mean? They part of the
They
percentage.
just don't do what we do.
They part of the percentage. That's it. They don't make calls. You said, why you did you add this percentage or that percentage? That's ridiculous.
3,000 people. If you get 3,000 people, have you got 1,000 from the hood, 1,000 not from the hood, and 1,000 say in between? That's giving you that's giving you a sample, an even sample. You cannot get a true poll, because if you do that, you will get a different number than saying, I just went one. I caught 1,000 people coming out the Shoppers Food Warehouse in motherfucking in Suitland, and I asked them the same question. But did you go to somewhere else and ask another 1,000 people to see what their responses was?
Why?
Because everybody ain't the same, and everybody ain't on the same social ladder.
Well, they black.
It doesn't mean nothing.
That's it. 1,000
Because
black people.
Just like we said, you could have asked a motherfucking 1,000 people and didn't know half of them could have been MAGA Republicans and half of them could have been motherfuckers.
It's irrelevant though, bro.
You could go somewhere and it's just
That's
it's
irrelevant. So all right, you done?
Why do you think our people don't get the representation that we should have?
All right.
It's because of shit like that.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So again, you don't debate when people look at motherfucking MSNBC, Fox News, when they pull out these fucking polls. Everybody know they didn't ask them shit. Everybody in the world that's black, no, they wouldn't ask the fucking thing, but they telling them what votes Trump about to get from black people and what votes Biden about to get from black people. It's a reason why they know that. They didn't ask.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I say go ahead.
They didn't ask every fucking black person. Definitely ain't asked fucking me. Definitely asked my mama. Definitely asked my grandma. And you can say the same fucking thing. They didn't ask none of us. But those percentages were fucking right. Biden percentages was fucking right because they got a sample of the black vote, which means not every fucking person. You don't need every person. You just need a sample of 1,000 black people. They be getting 50,000 black people, which is a better sample. But you get a 50,000, 10,000 black people asking the same fucking shit. 30% of them say I watch politics all day, every day. 7% of them say fuck politics. That's the reality of black people. Period. You can't stop and say, well, it's 30,000 people, black people in the city. You ain't talking to all of them. That don't make sense. It's a percentage. And every percentage is right. Every fucking president. Hold on. Every percentage, every fucking presidential year, government or mayor race, they give you a percentage of black people that's about to do something. They give you a percentage of white people that's going to vote for this person. And every time at the end, it be right. And the only reason it be right because they got a small sample.
It's not a small sample.
What do you mean?
It's not because
they only talking to 50,000 people.
All you got to do is look at who's it's easy to call. You know how many black people are registered Democrats. You know that. You know how many white people you know how many white people in Republican areas are registered Republicans. That's easy to call.
So
because it's easy.
When MSNBC asks you,
they can tell.
When MSC put up some shit and say, how would you vote on Trump case?
That's just like the last motherfucking election. Remember in the last election, when Trump got elected, Trump outperformed black people, his black vote by, it was a few percentage points. And it was like, they thought Trump wasn't gonna get no black votes. And then he got what the Republicans usually get, and then he outperformed that.
Oh, stop. But who know what the Republicans usually get then? Where they come from?
You go back and you
do what?
You look at prior elections and you look at how many this many black. Oh shit, 1 million black people voted for Trump this time. Or 1 million people voted for. Well, maybe 75,000 voted for Bush. Maybe motherfucking around 75, 80 voted for Bush.
So right now, you tell me they had no projections for the black vote for Trump.
Projections. It's easy to make projections.
They had no projections for the black vote for Biden. That what you telling me?
I bet the projections right now is about 85%.
You telling me there's no projections for Biden with the black vote? There's no projections.
85% or more.
Okay. Did they ask you?
That's what I think.
Did they come ask you?
No.
Cool. I know they asked me a fucking thing, but I guarantee they'd be right.
That's easy to be right.
No. It's not easy to be right. How it's gonna be easy to be right? That don't make any sense. They telling us as black people. They already telling us that this amount of people are gonna vote for us, bro. How they know that's right? What do you mean?
In this November,
tell me then.
Are more blacks going to vote for Biden or more blacks are going to vote for Trump?
Biden.
Off the break.
How you know percentage though?
Off the break.
How they be knowing the percentage?
Easy.
By samples.
That's our samples.
Go ahead. How then?
You ain't got to do samples.
How then? What? Why they do these polls all day every day?
How many?
What's
more,
the use of these polls? Why they do it?
Let me ask you this question: How many more blacks are registered Democrats?
Irrelevant.
No, it's not
Irrelevant.
Then how many would you say are registered Republicans?
Irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. Because you can easily go by the voter rolls and say,
no, you don't.
Yes, you do.
How can you say
go by the voter rolls?
So you tell me MSNBC, they go by the voter rolls and take the percent.
Look at the voter rolls and who's registered to know who.
So when they tell you they question 50,000 people, they lying?
How do they know?
They lying.
Huh? How do they know?
When they say they question 50,000 people for this poll, they lying?
No, I don't say no. They're not lying.
Exactly. They get a percentage out of 50,000 people, bro.
But I will question.
None of them was me.
I will question. Where did the 50,000 people come from?
Irrelevant, because the percentage be right at the end of the fucking voting.
It doesn't matter if it's right.
So if it's right, it's the right formula. The formula is right.
Before I know if the poll is right or not.
It works.
I still question when the poll come out. I don't give a fuck if it's right or not at the end.
What?
Being right or not at the
What?
end, I still question. How do I know?
No, you can't say that. You can't do that.
I can trust the poll. If I can't, if they say, I know. I know what issues are important to me. People I will talk to or people I will listen to, I know what issues are important to them. If you tell me that you went and you only got this sample of people, 50,000 people, but you got it from a certain place amongst a certain group of people that didn't include people like me.
They black.
So what? Just because they black, that doesn't mean look, all blacks ain't rich.
You're not making sense.
All blacks ain't poor.
Let me tell you why you're not making sense. Because they break them down into categories. They tell you the poor blacks. They tell you the influential blacks. They separate those. So you're just not making sense.
That's why I say
black is black.
Let me finish. That's why I say you ask the question. Where did the samples come from? Because every poll doesn't do it like that.
What?
And you can go on a motherfucking Fox is famous for that shit. They will make a fucking poll and go to a bunch of motherfuckers that don't got no motherfucking skin in the game, nowhere in the hood.
I get what you're saying.
Place, and they will push this poll out.
I get what you're saying.
This poll out is true and accurate.
But we just say NBC and MSNBC.
Okay, I still question them. I don't go into this shit. You don't go into this shit blindly. Why would you?
So all the polls are just irrelevant now, right?
I didn't say they're irrelevant.
When I'm telling you, they be right at the end of the votes.
Okay.
Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Right. And some of them be wrong. Some be wrong.
Which ones? When they be wrong? Give me one that's wrong. Last joint was wrong. President was right. What do you mean? The black vote was right. The Hispanic vote was right. On the nose at that. What joint was wrong? Obama vote was right. On the nose. Black vote for Obama was right. On the nose.
It is thousands of people who are get commissions to do polls. All them polls ain't right.
That's cool.
It is some that are right. It's some you can.
I'm going by the ones that's right.
You can trust Pew.
Let's stay on the ones that's right. Stay on the ones that's right.
That's the one I'm going.
Okay, the ones that's right.
I'm giving you the ones that be right.
Those joints tell you by samples.
You could go to one of the best polling motherfucking places in the fucking country.
And they give you by samples.
Right next to us. You can go to motherfucking, if you get a poll from Anne Arundel or Community College, they got one of the best polling programs in the country. You can trust them. That's what I'm saying. Every poll you cannot trust because some of them, they know they weighted one way, they skewed one way.
No.
That's not, I'm not saying that's all polls. That's the point. You trying to
what I'm telling you is
like lumping everybody together. I'm not lumping everybody together.
Presidential polls, the huge polls, the polls for poll polls. Them joints be right at the end of the votes.
Okay,
is what I'm telling you.
You want to know when one
and
was
they
wrong?
only sample 50,000 people.
You want to know when one was wrong?
When?
You want to know when one was wrong?
I'm listening.
2016.
Who was it?
Because everybody had motherfucking Hillary beating Trump.
Huh? No, they didn't.
Every poll, Trump didn't even believe he won.
The black
Trump didn't even believe he won that
All right,
night.
stop. The black vote came out the
Trump
same
was
way.
shocked.
Hold on. The black vote came out the same way they predicted. The Hispanic vote came out the same way they predicted.
Well, something didn't come
It
out
was
right
the
because he
white
lost.
vote, bro. They was lying and
Okay.
voting for switching
So-
up.
So
But you mixing the
something
point.
in the poll,
The
a poll
black vote
right.
was the same.
Okay.
The Hispanic vote was the same. They predicted. All of it was the same. Off of,
Every
you're not listening to
poll
me
in
though.
2016 predicted that Hillary was going to smoke this man. Every poll, white, black, indifferent, every poll predicted she and
I get
she
when you
lost.
just get away from the black part.
Come
I
on.
get that.
I'm not getting
But
away from nothing.
black
You
culture,
said
the
something,
black
your
vote,
poll, it was wrong.
The black
Every
vote.
poll not
Listen
right.
to the black vote. MSNBC, NBC, Fox.
Every-
They'll tell you before we vote what the
I
black vote
just
be.
gave
Hold
you
on,
an
hold on.
example. Every
The black
poll
vote
is
will
not
be right
Which I
every time at the end of the motherfucking presidential
Every-
cycle, bruh. It be right, whether you like it or not.
because we
Okay,
already
who
know.
cares why they be right?
It
They be
it
right.
means something.
Huh?
We
Go ahead.
already know.
Why they be
You're
right?
gonna go, and
Why
I'm
they be
saying
right?
Between 75 and 85% of the black vote is going to Biden and Harris. Do you agree with that or not? In this cycle,
Okay.
do you think Trump has a chance? I don't give a fuck who he put on the ticket.
Okay.
How much of the black vote do you think he gonna get? You can call it. You
I
can
don't
call
know.
it now.
That I don't know.
You can call it now.
I don't know. You call it.
call
Call
it
it then. Call it then if you can call it.
I'm calling it
What?
because more. It
What is
way more. It is. I'm telling you right now. You can put it down. I'm gonna say 75 to 85% of the black vote because I don't think I don't think nobody going to hit 90 like Barack Obama did. If they do, I'll be surprised. I'll be a little surprised. So I'm gonna say 75 to 85% of the black vote is going to Biden in this cycle. Now, that's what I believe. I believe that by two facts.
So what are you saying? You just saying the polls just make shit up because they already
I'm
know?
not
What are you saying then?
I'm not saying.
So when they question these
make
people and get these
shit
percentages
up.
of their lies,
That is-
what are you saying?
No, what I'm saying is you can call. That's something you can call.
So are you
Man,
saying?
you can call that?
So what you're saying
Man,
is
you can call
when
that.
what you're saying is they just putting it up there because they
Right.
didn't call it.
Right.
That what you're saying?
Some people do. I'm saying we can call that.
So you're saying when they say they asked
What you-
50,000
okay,
black people,
That is something.
they lying?
That is something you would know without a poll.
Answer the question. They
What?
lying then when they say they talked to 50,000 black people for these polls. You saying they lying? They just
Yeah,
saying
they lying. Yeah, I'm saying they lying. No, they ain't lying. I ain't saying they lying. I ain't saying they not. I ain't saying they is. I ain't saying they ain't. I'm saying all polls can't be trusted. Yes, there are plenty of polls that you can't trust. There are some you cannot trust. You're not going to get me. You're not going to get me to believe that you're going to have a motherfucking poll that represent black people as a whole that's true and accurate coming off of Fox or Newsmax. You can't get me to believe that.
all these polls for real. They talking to somebody,
They
right?
talking to. I ain't saying
The
they talking to
percentages are going to be right, regardless of who they are, because they either white, black, or Hispanic.
First of
You
all,
can
you're
get
not
the
gonna
right
hear-
percentages,
you're not
regardless.
You're not going to hear about the polls that's wrong. You always hear about the polls that's right because they're going to put it out there.
No, they
You're
tell you.
not going to hear about the ones that's wrong.
So if I turn
Everybody gonna
MSNBC
say-
right now, they
gonna
not
say
gonna
we
give
was
you a
wrong.
poll of something they think the black vote gonna be for Trump right now, today.
Yeah, they're going to give you something.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you right now, today, that's gonna be right.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably going to be right because you
Thank
can call
you.
that. You can call it.
Because they taking samples.
No, I said
You disagree
they
with that.
taking
I don't know
samples.
why.
They might be taking samples. Me and you can call that. Me and you can call that right now. That the black vote is overwhelmingly going to
It's easy to say that, but where at?
Huh? What you mean?
The key is the percentage. Because if he get 15, 16%, Biden lost. The key is the percentage, bruh. Now you understand?
we know.
Right.
People who follow politics, we know that most black voters are registered Democrats. We know this. We know that the percentage of registered black Republicans is way, way, way lower than that of registered Democrats. So it's not hard to tell that on the Democratic side, unless you have a massive defection of black voters, Biden is going to beat Trump handily when it comes to black voters.
Yeah, but the percentages count. And when if a poll come up from NBC and tell you that he had 6% rather than 10%,
okay,
that's a big difference, bruh.
Huh?
Because if he get 10, 11%, he'll fuck around and win as a race.
He fucked. He get 10%, 11% of the black vote. He fucked.
No, what I'm saying is, if they saying one thing and he get that and win the race off that, what I'm saying is their percentages of people that they talk to is right as usual.
But the polls always got to out anyway because they give you a fucking a margin of error. They always gonna tell you, well, this poll is right within a margin of error of 5, a plus or minus.
But they be right though.
5%. They be right. But something, I'm just saying, some things you can call. It is some things you can call. Like Trump is going to beat Biden handily in white uneducated males. He whooping his ass like that right now. But then you get white people with a college degree. Biden is whooping Trump ass.
See that stuff,
and you can tell and you can basically tell by the people that float the Trump. Older, uneducated white men who tend to be racially insensitive. Let's put it like that. They flock to Trump. They don't flock to them. They are not Democratic voters because the Democratic Party is a more inclusive party. So if you got right-wing leaning white males, Trump is going to smoke Biden in that way. And we don't need a poll. Do we need a poll to tell us that?
No.
I'm serious. Do we need a poll to tell us that?
No.
I'm saying there's some things that's just obvious, but some
no.
People, but
what I'm saying is samples tell a story.
But if
that's all I've been telling you, samples tell a story.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
you don't need to talk to each and every person.
If posters is making money off of something that we can tell is obvious, just like young women. Young women, I would say the age of 18 to 30. Who do you think they're going to vote for? What young women of 18 to 30, childbearing years, that's out there doing their thing. Who you think they're going to vote for? And you don't even need a poll to tell you. They're going to vote Democrat. They're going to vote Biden. I'm just saying, it's something. It's something. I ain't mad at the posters for making money, because make your money, but some things are just obvious.
Okay. All I'm saying is, when you do polls, you do samples, and those samples usually are right. That's correct. All I've been trying to tell you this whole time.
In the polls that come out, you right. In the polls, like I said, I will trust Pew. I will trust Rasmussen. And there's a couple of more I will trust because they do get across. They get a cross section of not just one section of black people or one culture of black people. They'll get all. So that they'll get poor. They'll get poor, rich, medium, live in the suburbs, live in the city, live in the country. They'll get all of this, and you get a better. If one of them polls say it's 30%, I believe it's 30% because they'll get a cross section of all black people, not just say like this. Like Fox will go just upper class blacks and say, "Oh, black people," and come out with black people don't support Biden or black people don't support Democrats, but they'll go get say 1,000 black people that's in a motherfucking that lean Republican, put it like that lean Republican. And then they'll push that out as being a sample of all black people when that's not true. That's what I'm saying. You can't trust all polls. If something came off of Fox or Newsmax concerning black people, fuck no, I ain't paying no attention to that shit. They got to be crazy.
Now, before we get out here, I want everybody to know about. First of all, we do a lot is praise the black lady. So anybody that listen to this podcast, appreciate you a whole lot. Facebook, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You know what I'm saying, dog? If you want to tune into the black debate on politics for sure. But I want everybody to recognize the black ladies for sure. And we have a 16-year-old teacher, black lady, that graduated from college and is teaching. Now, she came on motherfucking what's my girl show? Damn, she used to sing.
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson joint.
I don't do her.
And I don't know. I like the fact she got a show, put it like that. And I like the fact on her show she brings stuff like this up. So that's the one thing I give her. So now, 16-year-old Shania Shakira Muhammad calculated back into she first of all, she graduated from college at 13. God damn. Like, think about that for a minute, y'all. I'm asking this before we go any further. Do you think, as parents, is this torture? Is this forcing something on your kid? Is this making your kid life living hell? Is this something black people should do with their kids? What is that?
I don't know. I mean, she probably was a little kid that liked to, she probably liked to read and liked to learn. She probably wasn't in a lot of the other things that people thought she should be into. She probably was a bookworm. She probably liked school. Shit, evidently she had to love it. You can't force that. You can't Joe Jackson type force that on no kid that they end up graduating college at 13.
Yeah, she graduated college 13 degrees.
You didn't force that no, because she'd have been rebelled.
She got a bachelor's.
Hell yeah. She was probably a little brainiac.
Thurgood Marshall National Scholar.
Little brainiac.
Wow.
Retain information pretty good and little bookworm.
Wow. Now, I'm gonna play a little clip with her on Jennifer Hudson. Damn, I'm shocked. I'm like, damn. Be honest with you.
It's just, where did you guys even start? Like, what age? You've done so much.
We have. I started college when I was 13 years old. It was my COVID year in 7th grade, and that's when we was kind of out of school. And my dad was like, it'd be crazy if you was in college right now. And I was like, that's crazy. He said, so let's do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So he kind of showed me the process and we got started. And since then, at 14, I graduated with 2 associate's degrees on the same day. And I could tell you that day was insane.
The same day?
The same day. And that's when, at 15, I graduated again, making history at Langston University.
Langston University.
Langston University.
I know a little something about that.
Langston University. And I graduated with my bachelor's, and now I'm 16, a 3rd grade teacher, the youngest teacher in the United States. And working on my Master's of Business Administration and Marketing. So I will finish my MBA in the spring, and I'll make history again at 16 years old.
What do you want people to know and take away from your story?
I want them to know, like, you can do anything you set your mind to. That's one of the mottos that my dad taught me at a very young age. And I set my mind to graduate at 13 years old, and I did it. So anything you put your mind to, you can do it as long as you put in the work that it.
All right, first of all.
They dropping the system both of them.
First of all, it's hard for me to. I'm gonna tell you this torture. Be honest with you. I guarantee you, when both of these kids, I think 20, 22, 23, they can probably be on social media, going live. They're gonna be expressing how much they missed their fucking childhood. I guarantee you, bro, because we gotta agree. In order to fucking pass college, my nigga, it's no childhood. Yes or no?
I mean, at that
College,
age, you studying all the time.
exactly. It's nothing. Like from 13, 14, 15. Oh, now you teaching? Like you literally have no childhood.
I mean, they probably.
I guarantee you, in her 20s, maybe early 30s, this is going to be a problem for her. And she's going to be somebody that's going to be on social media. So I miss my childhood. I guarantee you, bro.
I don't see.
Like, to me, as a parent, I can't do that. That's just like, bro, wait till it's their time. They going to do it. Like, why take away 11, 12, 13-year-old like that?
I think they parents, I can see their parents pushing them. I ain't gonna say pushing them, but encouraging them if that's what they wanted to do. Because they, like I say, you can't get to that point unless you was advanced at a real young age. You had to been advanced and could read and was reading beyond your years when you was in fucking first grade, second grade, and you was reading fucking fifth and sixth grade books and was comprehended. So that's something that you can't force that. You can't force that on nobody because you can't force somebody to read like that, to learn like that, and you damn sure can't force somebody to retain the type of information it takes to graduate and be in college at 13 years old. So I just got them being fucking geeks.
Man, that's child abuse, bro.
They probably got reading Harry Potter.
That's child abuse, bro.
Potter when they was motherfucking 6.
Think about it for a minute. What does that accomplish? Like for me, on the flip side, right? Sports. It's hard for me to put my son in sports at 11, 12 because I don't see the benefit of it other than him getting fucking hurt, right? To me personally, right? So therefore, I'm looking out for his future. Him in his 20s and 30s. I might not be here, but I'm making sure that he can be healthy during those times. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I'm looking out for him now. Maybe he don't like it now, but I'm looking for his future. If you're a child like this, what do you get out of getting all this shit now? What do you get out of not being 13, 14 and learning all this shit on all your days, learning and studying? What do you really get out of that?
It's probably like I say, you can't do that type of learning. Nobody can make you learn like that. You can't.
Your parents?
How can you? Because if you don't want to read, they can put a book in front of you. Your parents? They can make you read a book. But if you want to read,
I give you that. She probably was enthusiastic to read. I give you that. Right. Enthusiastic to learn. But to the extent of college, there's a lot of 13-year-olds that like learning and like reading. But college?
It's a lot of youngins that graduated early. It's a lot of youngins that skipped
college.
And it's a lot of youngins that went to maybe not 13, but you had 15 and 16-year-olds already in the college. Some 14. This is happening.
But to me, is it worth taking their childhood away? What is it going to do? Be honest with you. What do you accomplish? Shit, teacher. Okay, what? What is that?
If that was forced on them, that's one thing. But if that's what they enjoy doing, true, and that was a highlight of their day is to sit back and read a book, or
I give you that,
or they like math or whatever. Because shit, motherfuckers like math, and fucking before you know it, they done skip algebra and doing trigonometry.
True,
if that's what they doing, and I say the parents encourage her, like I said, they probably was reading whole Harry Potter novels at 6. Because they probably that advanced with what they reading.
Yeah, but all right, you as a parent, you got sole responsibility, like I just said, of your child.
True.
And like, do you eliminate the childhood altogether where they don't have no child? There's no way you can tell me she had some childhood and she's graduating college at 13, 14, 15, bro. There was nothing childhood in none of that. So it's no childhood. The childhood is over. So it's no being free as a child. That never happened in her life. So you as a parent, do you take that away? Knowing that, okay, she just go normal process of being 17, 18 in college. You know what I'm saying? Why rush it at 13, 12? What is the benefit of that? It does nothing but say, oh, that parent right there raised a person that graduated early or some shit. It does nothing.
But sometimes it might not have been the parents that if the parents might not have knew.
Parents should have been like,
beginning.
just chill.
The parents probably was like surprised because the parents probably got a call one day from the school and like, well, do you know that she might be might be in third grade and she might be, and they might call, but do you know that your child is reading on a
cool.
Sixth grade level?
That's cool.
And then you like, how is that? You might say, she might be, Mom, I like to read.
That's cool. That's
okay,
cool.
So,
but to take that from, say she's 12, 13 and say, all right, from now on, you're going to just concentrate on school. You're going to college. Like, you as a grown-up should know better than fucking that, to put your child through that, to eliminate a whole school, a whole childhood. She could do some school shit, but eliminate her shit to say go to college, like it's no childhood after that.
I don't know though.
If it's college and you're not benefiting, what are you getting out of that?
If that's what the kid like to do, you know what I'm saying? Like all young kids don't like to run around playing football and basketball. Some of them like doing other shit. Some of them like to sit back and read and blah 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 blah. Kids growing up
college
nowadays,
is not just reading. College is we talking about college, bro.
I know what college
so
is.
then if you put your 13-year-old in college, you know what you're putting them in now.
Yeah.
So you as a grown-up, no, this is not no shit she just be dabbling in. I don't give a fuck how smart my daughter is, bro. She can be 2 grades ahead and reading in the class and all that. But put her in college at 13?
If
what the fuck are we doing? Who that accomplish? What did I do?
Brother, if she and her little brother is them little types of kids, if they that advanced, nobody forced that type of advancement on them. If they that advanced, that they enter in college at that, they can enter their college in a college at that age. They was doing what they love doing. Whatever got them there, and whatever they was reading and doing arithmetics and reading about. You don't get that damn advanced unless you love it. Unless you love sitting back studying, and the teacher gave you an assignment and says do this, and you took it further. You doing something that your little ass was loving, and she probably didn't even know probably didn't know she was that advanced. Oh well, I see both of them in college.
I don't know, maybe
I don't know.
I just don't see when people do shit like, for example, let's say LeBron and his sons. He smothered them with basketball. So do they really play basketball? You feel me though? Is that something they actually really, really want to do in their heart of hearts? Now you see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Some things you gotta let kids be kids. I don't know.
I mean, just like you say, LeBron, Jordan probably smothered his son with basketball.
Them niggas ain't play basketball.
He went, huh?
Them niggas ain't make them motherfuckers play basketball.
Shit, the oldest one tried. He
tried, but Jordan wasn't part of him making them do that. Yeah, LeBron had his kids on a court.
He cussed them out like he cussed out.
Had his kids in the motherfucking training camps. Jordan ain't do that.
But that's just like Kobe and Gigi. Like when he didn't expect. She wanted.
That was her thing. Exactly. That's a different thing.
He wanted a son.
She came to him with that.
He thought he'd never have a son to carry on his basketball legacy, and then she was like, "Damn, what about me?"
That's different than you forcing all that on somebody.
He didn't force.
How you know she just walking around? You just said, "Oh, I'm Kobe. Right. You gotta be my daughter now."
He didn't do that.
Exactly. That's the difference.
And that could have been the same way. And that could have been the same way with them parents.
I don't know about that.
You don't even know how educated them parents was, because if the parents probably was college educated, and they probably had a lot of advanced shit laying around the house, and them kids just got a hold of it. I'm sorry for
her name was Shania Shakir Muhammad. I don't know if I even said her name, did I?
Especially
16 years old.
Especially at 15 and 16, you 13, 14, 15 to 16 years old. That's when you first start getting rebellious. And if you don't want to study, 16. You ain't going to study.
And she actually a teacher as we speak. Third grade teacher.
She doing what she like to do.
Think about that though. You go to school and your teacher is 16 years old. Really?
She doing what she like to do.
I just think, motherfucker, to me, it's not. I think as a parent, that stuff like that is not like right now. That's not really important for her to be on fucking teacher right now at 16, bro. Like that's not important.
Oh no.
Like be serious though. You know what I'm saying?
Because if it was me, and she graduated college at 16, I'll make her dial it back till she 18.
Like, come on, bro. You've been busting your ass since you was 12.
I'll be like, look,
like, we're gonna keep doing this.
If you want to go back and get your master's, cool. That's what you want to do. I ain't fighting you on. I want you to go back and get your master's. But right now, you done finished. You done went through high school early.
Yeah.
You done finished college at 16. You can dial it back for a while and just be a normal teenager for a while.
No bullshit. Somewhere in here.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And then it's probably, I guess, then that could have been her choice to say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get all this shit. So I mean,
shouts out to her
I
for working hard. And
I got a
son,
brainiac kid like that I think this kid's so motherfucking smart at motherfucking 16. I'm like, this kid might cure cancer. Shit, I don't do your thing.
Now most people do this in sports with their childs. I had discussion on my podcast before that I just don't see the reason for forcing them into stuff. Now when they come to you, like my son like the Giants. Everybody know I like the Bears, right? Most people force their kids to like the team they like. You know what I'm saying? And that's like that small example like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta let them just be whoever they is going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Like I say, she at that age, the kids at that age where they naturally rebel against everything anyway. So if you got a kid that's 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, that's a teenager, a full-blown teenager that's doing this,
that's crazy.
They want to do that.
And for her, if she was 16 right now, I would tell her to take a break till she's 19.
Yeah,
and then get back in the game after that. Just take a break. Relax.
Look, take 2 years.
Yeah.
Take at least 2 years. Be a teenager. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Run around, experience, and do the things that teenagers do.
No bullshit.
And then when you're ready to go back.
You set up, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think jumping in there, you're a teacher. That's just crazy, bro. It's like now you might be a teacher for 30 years now.
I mean, she might be a kid. There might be kids with work ethic.
Man.
So you don't. I mean, like we were saying, like we was going back and forth about earlier. Everybody ain't the same, and you got different people doing different things. So you can't put everybody in the same bucket, because I can best believe that if you got a child that's a brainiac, that's in the books and book smart and can go to college at a young age and not in the streets, what parent wouldn't push that? Or what parent wouldn't support that?
I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't do anything for to do all that, cram that all in one thing like that. It's like it don't accomplish anything.
I get to a point, I tell you, look, child, you won't have to take a break.
Like it's too much.
I think you should take a break.
It's too much.
But if that's the drive and you got the energy and I look at the alternative, fuck it, do your thing. Open that book.
Appreciate everybody, man, to tune in. That is our black lady, cocoa butter lady of the week. You know what I'm saying? We usually don't do kids. That's not our thing. But she accomplished something huge here. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to deny the fact that it's a 16-year-old teacher out there. Is it ain't black? It ain't white 16-year-old teachers? I wonder if that happened. That'd be
Well, shit. I mean, I'm saying shit. She seems like she like it because she like, look, I'm gonna make
that true.
I'm gonna make
I'll give you that.
history.
She do seem like she want to do more and more.
Do more. So, like I said,
but I know when she get 29, 28, she gonna be like, fuck. My life. It's over. I ain't no childhood. Hey, before we get out here though, appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot each and every Tuesday tuning into this podcast. We appreciate y'all a whole lot from every perspective of the political view. And I did not. I'm just seeing this motherfucker Tim Scott and this girl join. I'm literally just looking at this joint, man. But Tim Scott gonna be your vice president nominee in the Democratic joint. We're gonna see how that works. Fireworks, baby. My girl Camilla. Toss them motherfuckers, man. Stop it.
Wait, nigga, you gotta come out with a fake wife.
And don't forget about your ass in Florida
I'll
too.
cuss a motherfucker out to vote for that.
Watch your ass in Florida. Shouts out to everybody, man.
This motherfucker got a fake ass. This nigga had to fuck around and do some motherfucking Pretty Woman type shit and marry a prostitute.
Yeah,